Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Leo for the month of August. Please remember this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Please take the parts that do resonate and leave the rest behind. You may want to check out your other signs. I've already meditated on the cards and I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today. Dear Leo, so in the past position we have the Four of Cups and the Sun. The Four of Cups is a person, it's a card that depicts a person who may be kind of turning their head to an opportunity that is extending to them. So maybe you turned down an opportunity in the past where something was being offered to you. Maybe you thought that you already had a good situation and you weren't looking for really paying attention to an opportunity that was being offered to you. And of course, the Sun here has a very, very positive meaning. Something really good has happened in the past that may have, you may have been distracted by the Sun, because the Sun, of course, can, shine too brightly where you are sort of maybe blinded by something and you just didn't see, you weren't paying attention to an offer maybe that was being offered to you. But the Four of Cups can be a card of a person that is frustrated, a person that maybe is focusing on the negative. It could be a person that maybe is just fantasizing. It doesn't necessarily mean that, this person is like willfully negatively avoiding something. It could just be daydreaming, being distracted, unaware, and, an opportunity that was, could have had a lot of benefit. And in this combination, you are reflecting on that choice that you made. And I think that a part of you thinks it was a good choice anyway, because we have the Sun here, very, very positive card. And it kind of holds its own against the Death here in the challenging position, in the obstacle position. The Death is definitely a card of ending. It's a card of transformation. Death is a card that you cannot stop. You can be Elon Musk, you can be Donald Trump, you can be whoever, with unlimited amount of money, unlimited amount of resources, just everything that is powerful, and it will still override you, because the Death that is riding on the horse here is riding over kings, queens, it's about to ride over like a religious pope. So it doesn't matter who you are or what you are. You can be the most innocent of people. Death symbolizes an ending that is coming regardless. And it could be, we're not necessarily talking here about physical death, although, occasionally that could actually, be what is happening. But most of the time, this is the way you think about something. It's coming to an end. You decide that you've had enough and you're just, switching your mind, or maybe, you are opened up to an idea and you change your mind. But in the negative position, Death suggests that you are in a period of stagnating, means that it's not moving. Like the ending, you can see it, it's right there, but it's not getting closer, because this card is in the negative position. Of course, the Five of Cups here is a card that usually symbolizes loss. It usually symbolizes a person that is sad because they are looking over these spilled Cups, missed opportunities. Maybe you here are reflecting on a missed opportunity that you had in the maybe recent past. But the Five of Cups in the negative position suggests, has a little bit more of a positive influence. And so, it suggests that you may be accepting, you're learning, you're coming to an understanding with something that happened in the past. And of course, in the combination of Death and Five of Cups, this could mean that you're holding on to something, that you're, keeping the situation as is because you are afraid of change and you don't want the transformation. So your energy is blocking this change. Your energy is building a wall in front of death that is not going anywhere. I mean, it's death. It doesn't need shelter or food or, it'll just stand there until it figures out a way to go around the obstacle, because it's like coming, So there's a situation that has resolved. There's no more movement, progression forward. So it could be like a relationship where, it's just done and there's no moving forward. There could be, maybe feeling like you are at a job and you don't want to change jobs or what have you, and you're just not leaving, and you're just like walking every day as miserable as you can be because of this one situation. So it's definitely being kind of stuck and maybe a little bit unaware. In the present position, we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The Knight of Pentacles sometimes symbolizes, for some of you, it will symbolize a reward, some kind of a, really nice pick-me-up that is coming towards you, and you'll be definitely tickled and thrilled to see it. For others, it may not represent reward. It may represent like hard work, for example, and kind of routine, things where you're grinding away. Maybe feeling a little bit pessimistic. There's not a lot of uplifting joy in this card, but it is generally a very positive card. And of course, the Hierophant is the person that is wise. He symbolizes like he's a teacher of wisdom, and he's got these two people over here at the bottom who are learning the wisdom from him. So this could be a mentor, a teacher, a parent, an older friend that you look up to, a person at work, maybe like a work colleague, possibly, and they may be giving you advice regarding the hard work that you are doing because you are working very hard. Maybe they are giving you guidance. Maybe they are sharing something like some kind of traditional value with you, because the Hierophant is generally conservative. So definitely this conservative energy is coming at you, and you are feeling like a little bit tired of the routine. So to me, this combination here suggests that in the month of August, you need to carve out, I was going to say crave, carve out some downtime where you can just relax and recharge and refresh. It could be very, very simple, just, grabbing a fishing rod and fishing at the lake, or it could be, actually traveling somewhere, maybe just going, I don't know if the spas are open, but doing something that calms you down, that makes all the daily challenges, routine things kind of fall into the background. Definitely wisdom is usually very rational and it moves a little slow, so it's definitely suggesting that maybe you need to ground yourself a little bit more, maybe go on a long hike, kind of feel your yourself one with nature, feel the sky, the sunlight on your skin, see birds flying around. Just let the environment and interact with you in a kind of natural, unobscured way. And I think that should open up some channels for you that will lead you in the right direction. The Hanged Man and the Ace of Swords is what we've got in the future position. So not the best outcome, I guess. This is not the most. It could be a little bit more positive, but. So the Hanged Man, many different people interpret this card differently, meaning, for example, you are hanging, upside down, and so new different ideas are coming to you, new different perspectives are coming to you, which could be for it could apply to some people, but traditionally this card depicts a person, a traitor, that is hung upside down. And this is coming from Italy. In the old days in Italy, they would hang traitors upside down in order to show, so that everyone in the village and in the town knows. So this would, like, I think it was based maybe on Judas or something like that, but it's definitely a card of ultimate surrender. It's a card of sacrifice. It's a card of letting go of the past. And the interesting fact is that the Hanged Man is a major arcana card, and it comes right before the death. So that is definitely a bit of heavy energy we've got right there. It could be a little bit of emotional turmoil. It could be kind of internal conflict. There may be some humility lessons you may learn in the month of August. They don't have to be big or huge or shocking, but there will be a learning moment, a growth moment, which for some people can be a little bit difficult. Everyone has different dispositions, everyone has different temperament. So the same thing that would affect me, and I would remain calm, could affect, someone that is listening right now that could not be so calm. The Ace of Swords is always about clarity. Swords is air element, and they bring, they unclutter confusion. They clear, your mental space, your head. So all of a sudden you become, clear thinking, focused, analytical, especially, when you're in an emotional state, because something is ending or whatnot, you are not as clear thinking. So definitely the Hanged Man with the Ace of Swords suggests that a sacrifice will have to be made in order for you to gain clarity, because usually we learn the biggest lessons when we lose something, maybe, but this doesn't necessarily mean a loss. It could be a sacrifice of time, of energy, of considerable, putting in considerable effort, and maybe sacrificing, time with a loved one or what have you, but it is generally a card of that brings about growth. I've also meditated and pulled 2 cards from the Energy Oracle deck. Let's see what we've got. The World and Magician and the Mirror. The Hanged Man also can be interpreted as a person who kind of creates things, manifests things. So I think the Magician in the Mirror definitely relates to that a little bit. But this card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. When you receive the Magician upright, you're put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you're now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mists of the future will clear into brilliant reality. Definitely, this is a very powerful time, especially in astrology, especially with the alignment of all the planets that they are now. It's definitely a time where you could change perspective. You could maybe take a problem and flip it upside down and really look at it from different angles to see what could be used as an advantage, because there's always an advantage to something if you look hard enough. The World card is a card that reminds you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. Drawing this card tells you that you have unlimited resources available, and now is the time to think big. The world is your oyster, get ready to gobble it up. But definitely the divine is encouraging you to take lemons and make them into lemonade, to make use of the experiences that you are going to be going through in August, because they will have very powerful consequences. I also pulled 2 cards from the Ancestors and Angel deck, and we've got White Witch, be the light; Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. I mean, you basically almost have here, 2 magicians, because they're suggesting that you have what it takes. You have all the internal strength, creativity, ways of dealing with problems. You are able to overcome anything as long as you look at it and be creative with it. And of course, the White Witch reminds us that, staying positive is definitely very important. And the further explanation of this card is: take the higher road and choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering. They will limit your joy. If you surrounded yourself with people, who are positive, positivity will come into your life. If you surround yourself with low vibration people, negativity will come into your life. You already have the answers that you need at this very moment to make sure that you progress in the direction that you want. Know that you're being encouraged to shine the light. You were born to share, because of course you are beautiful and you are unique and you are here for a reason and you do matter. Let's see what the universe has for us. I also pulled a message from the universe card, and it has: my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. It's always very important to recognize when you feel fear, and I kind of congratulate myself when I do, because I'm brave enough and courageous enough to recognize that, okay, in this moment I'm feeling fear, and that gives you an opportunity to recognize that you're admitting that to yourself. So you are a very strong person, and you're doing something about it. You're not just kind of ignoring it or hoping it will go away. You're turning something that is negative and you're trying to make it into something positive, and that gives so much power, especially in everyday situations. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Please come back for the bi-weekly readings that I will be doing later this week. And please feel free to leave any comments. I appreciate all feedback because it, helps me connect with everyone's energies. And again, if you liked my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for visiting, and I will see you next time.